Hello and welcome back to Florida Foodie. I'm your host, Lisa Bell. Well, starting a successful restaurant can be very difficult, to say the least. It's even harder when you decide to take your flourishing business and move it to another hemisphere. Our guests today first got their start in Thailand, then moved their operations to New York City, and now they have just recently opened a second location here in Orlando. We are joined today by Jess and Elizabeth Calvo from Thai Farm Kitchen. Thank you so much for joining us today. I have heard so much about this place. You are located on Edgewater Drive in Orlando's historic College Park neighborhood. There has been so much buzz about you guys coming to town. First, tell us what makes Thai Farm Kitchen so special.
Well, Elizabeth, my wife, she's the chef. And then she inherited this, very old traditional recipe from her ancestors, which is from her great-grandmother, for her grandmother, and from her mother as well. So this kind of cuisine is a very authentic Thai dish, and then most of them don't longer exist in any ordinary cuisines in Thailand anymore. It's a very special one. Wow. It's even more than homemade one.
Wow!
Yeah, it goes very deep into the roots of their ancestors.
That's amazing. So if you are someone who is used to going to a Thai restaurant, what will they see that's different on your menu?
So we have like authentic menu, like something that you cannot find in the other restaurant. Yes, like such as pad Thai. Everyone have pad Thai, but we put something different.
Okay.
And also the curry. I'm specialized in curry.
Okay.
I love curry because I cooked when I was 5 years old with my grandma. I have to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. I have to finish everything in half an hour. We do like the traditional one, not open the can and cook. Yeah, so.
And I was going to ask you guys that because I love Thai food. And every time I go to a Thai restaurant, I order Penang curry and my husband orders pad Thai.
Okay.
So, right? Now I want to come in and try yours to see how it might be different. But if you were the type of person who typically orders those traditional dishes, what is something that is different that you would encourage people to try?
Let's start with something very basic. For example, pad Thai. The pad Thai, the sauce we use a fresh tamarind sauce. And tamarind has a natural sweetness in it and also natural sourness in it, and it's also a medicine as well.
Wow.
Okay, so we use a fresh one, that sauce, to put in there. When we're saying fresh, we're talking about you have to get a fresh tamarind, which is already ripe, and you have to do a mortar on it, take off the fiber until it became a liquid. Then it becomes a sauce that you put into it. And even the curry itself, the curry in Thailand, one of the best one is from the southern part of Thailand, which is the border which is next to Malaysia. And there are also a Muslim culture in it, So these people, instead of they eat curry with rice, they eat curry with roti. Roti is just like Indian naan bread, but in the Thai style is a pan fried. And you take this roti, break the bread, dip it in the curry, and eat it that way. This gives the best bold flavor. So we serve you with the real curry, which the southern part of Thailand, how they eat it. We serve it that way.
Is it hard to find some of those ingredients here in Central Florida?
Some is hard, very hard. Like coffee alarm leaf is very hard to find right now. Some Thai basil is quite hard to find right now. And mango. Everyone asks me for mango sticky rice. I have to ask them to wait until it's right because if it's not right, it's going to be sour and ruin the taste. Yes.
So you guys have had many years in the restaurant business. Take us back to how you got started in Thailand.
Well, in the beginning, both of us were corporate employees. We're in the executive level. But then after doing it for a while, we find that, we ask ourselves, what is going to be our life 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And then we say to ourselves, we want to early retire our life by doing something that we are passionate about. So my wife, she's very good in cooking, and that's also one of the reasons we get married. Yeah. I was learning to her dish, and I said, I better get married now. In her generation, to find someone who can cook that way, It's
Yeah.
very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, and I go to many restaurants in Thailand and I said, wow, this is something.
Uh-huh.
Then I myself, I have passion. My background is in engineering, but I have passion on, agriculture. So I give lectures on hydroponics technology in Thailand. So I have this farm, and then she's do the cooking, and I have a students coming to the farm to learn from me, and she's the one who's doing the cooking to feed my students. And after that, the students say, you know what? You should open up a restaurant.
Yeah.
And, you have such a beautiful garden, beautiful field here. Why don't have a restaurant? Because the food's so nice. So after we started the restaurant, then boom, there it is. Everyone was queuing and eating in our farm. And the reason our restaurant name is Thai Farm Kitchen, because originally we plant almost every single ingredient and we serve fresh to the table. So for example, like kaffir lime leaf here is difficult to find. So I decided to plant it myself and serve my restaurants here.
Okay. So
Yes.
you do plan to have a garden and grow that garden.
Yes.
And,
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Is
And-
it up and growing right now?
It is. It
Okay.
is. Only the difficult, important ones, but a lot of them, we support local farmers. We support local farmers. We support people who can grow their own produce and deliver to us.
So after you got started in Thailand, your first stop was in New York City.
Right.
What was that like going from Thailand to New York City?
Big difference.
Yes.
There's a snow.
Yeah, snow. Yes.
First time in my life I saw snow was 4 years ago. I said, oh, this is snow.
Yeah. So is that when you started in New York City? Was 4 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the day when it was snowing, it was October.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
during those time, October, December. We started the first operations was on October.
And you made a name for yourself quite quickly,
Yes.
receiving many awards. Tell us about some of the awards you won while you were in New York.
Well, we've been. I would say we were honored to be reviewed by many press and journalists and newspapers, and one of those is the New York Times, where they anonymously came to try our food. We knew this story later when they told us. They came anonymous 2 times. One was for lunch and one was for dinner. And after that, after they had dinner, then they said, you know what, we're from New York Times. We would like to, review your restaurant.
When you heard that, what did you
I'm
think?
shaking.
Yeah.
And they come to talk to me. Are you the owner or are you a chef?
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot that I have a soul. I said, oh. Yes.
Do you remember what they ordered?
Yes.
Yeah. What
She
did they make?
know, but for me, it was so much on the table. They came 4 of them. I don't know how did they finish eat it all.
Oh,
Order a lot.
yeah.
Curry. I remember pad thai.
Yeah.
And khao thot nam kruk is like
Crispy curry rice bowl.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So they gave us the review. We were the first newspaper launch on January 2019 that they review us, and by the end of 2019 they select one of our dishes to be one of the best dishes of the year from around the world to New York as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So then how did you go from New York to College Park?
Well, after COVID-19 hit, many New Yorkers suffered and businesses as well. We also help people in our neighborhood supplying free food and drinks to their front door. It's almost 40 family every single day for 3 months. We send it for free with the help of the neighbors around as well. And then after that, we wanted to start another business, and we said, you know what? We need to spread the risk. We cannot put all eggs in one basket. So we said, then we better start another business somewhere else, which is out of New York. If something happened in New York, we have another one. Something happened somewhere, we still have New York. So we had to find somewhere where the COVID wouldn't like much, somewhere more hot. So we said, where's the hottest place should be good? After doing market research, Florida. Now, we're in Florida. After going for a while, I said Orlando. Then after Orlando, then we're College Park. Yes, and we made the right pick. The people are so nice here.
the neighborhood so support us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I know. As I mentioned earlier, you have been the talk of the town. Everyone who lives near College Park has been talking about your restaurant and wanting to try it out. So you talked about the curries, and I'm speaking this for myself because I always order Panang curry. If I go to Thai Farm Kitchen, would you recommend Panang curry or something different?
It depends if you can eat spicy or not,
Okay.
and how much spicy that you can go.
How about middle of the road?
Okay, green curry is nice.
Green curry, okay.
Yes.
Is Panang more spicy than
Less spicy.
Less spicy. Okay.
Penang is the less spicy of out of the curry.
Okay.
The middle one is gonna be red curry and green curry. But every curry we can make as a custom. Like you don't like too much spicy, we can do it, reduce it.
Right.
Yes.
Well, there will be just a little bit spice because a curry is a spice.
Yes.
Okay, but just gonna be a little bit. It's not. It won't be like a chili spice. Yeah, but the real Thai spice is another story.
You also offer a Sunday brunch, which is very nice. You know, a lot of people like to hang out. The weather's beautiful. Tell us about your Sunday brunch menu, what people can find.
Okay, the menu we're gonna have Thai omelette, which is different than American omelette. We put basil in there, we put chili in there, we put onion and carrot in there. And if you want to add some protein, we can add some that protein also. And we also have the Thai grilled beef, yes, and also the baby back ribs.
Yes.
Oh, baby back ribs.
Yes.
Yes, it's so good if you eat with sticky rice.
Baby back ribs with sticky rice.
Yeah.
And you offer those things Monday through Friday or just
No.
on Sunday?
Just on
Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, special one only
Yeah.
on Sunday.
And
So
we
it's just like you're ending your week to start a new
Yes.
week with something special.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have live music as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you offer, I feel like I saw that you were offering live music other times during the week, or is it just on Sunday?
Sunday and Thursday night.
Sunday and Thursday night.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And also on Sunday, I understand you have some mimosas and
Sangria.
Okay.
And also the Thai cocktail.
Tell us about the Thai cocktails. What
we
is your
have Thai rum from Thailand.
wow?
Yes. Thai beer, of course, we have, but
Yeah.
Thai rum is me who have it.
So you like Thai rum.
I love it.
So tell us what you make in a Thai cocktail. Like what? There's rum and what else?
Okay, we have. Do you know tom kha? Tom kha is some kind of soup like tom yum.
Okay.
Hot and spicy and sour soup. But tom kha we add coconut milk. We turn tom kha to be a Thai cocktail.
Wow.
That is very nice.
And how is Thai rum different from the rum that we typically consume here in the United States?
Wow.
Thai rum is dangerous.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
it comes with a smile
Okay.
and it attacks you hard.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So we were kidding to someone.
Yeah.
He said if you want to bring a lady and you're gonna propose her to ask you to get married, let her drink that Thai rum first. After a while, you can ask her to propose her, and she'll say yes.
That's awesome.
So
But
yeah,
some
it's
smooth also have some smooth.
yeah.
in
So
there.
which means itself, the taste is so smooth that you won't realize it, but after a while, you feel that it's coming.
Yeah.
It's there. And you feel the how it energizes your feeling and making you feel fresh and exciting at the same time. So the flavor itself is so smooth, but the boldness of ingredient itself makes you feel really special inside. It's hard to describe that until you take one and then you can tell us how you feel. But everybody describes differently. But at the end they say, this is it.
That's good.
This is it.
So tell us about your actual place on Edgewater Drive, because you really transformed that building. I don't even remember what it was, and now it looks completely different when you walk inside.
No, it was a former rustique.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
former
right,
rustique, and they had already a very nice place. The only thing we went there, we transformed a little bit of the decorations, a touch of color.
I noticed there's red paint outside. Yes.
Yes.
Everyone talk about it.
Yes.
The red paint. Yeah.
Our paint concept is red, gold, and white.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a symbol of feng shui, also about luckiness, and also if you go to the temple of Thailand, you'll realize that the tone of the color is gold and red and white. Yeah, so it makes us, we miss Bangkok, we miss Thailand, and we want to transform that place to become a place where we're comfort before. So everybody, when they come into our restaurant, you just tell them, welcome to Bangkok. You are here in Bangkok.
I love it. And speaking of red, gold, and white, I can't help but notice the medal that you are wearing today. Tell me about this medal, what it represents, and why you're wearing it today.
Yes.
Yes. So this medal it came from the International Gastronomy Association, one of the oldest one, which is established in France since 1950.
Wow.
Yes, and it's she was inducted by the president of the with the association to be a professional chef of Thailand.
Wow. What did getting that honor mean to you?
I'm honored this a lot. It's mean like what that I been through in my life is this medal. Yes.
It represents all that hard work. Yeah.
Yes. And represent Thailand, of course. I love my country a lot. Yes.
So, I mean, how is that for you? Obviously, you guys are now kind of living the American dream, but you had to give up a lot in order to come over here. Have you been able, with COVID, with the travel restrictions, to go home a lot? Are you able to go home and visit family and friends? What's that like for you?
I feel sad for the one that who cannot go home, but I bring my parents here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, they support us a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have been able to have your family here with you.
Yes, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, I imagine you've left behind just as many friends and family members. Yeah.
Yes, we miss them very much. But then, lucky with the social media these days, we can stay online together, even social distancing since from the very beginning. But we're always close together, and knowing what's going on around and cheering up one another, helping one another. At least with the feelings, with the mental, support.
Right. It's a lot. Now, was your mom or dad or both able to come? Both. And do they critique your cooking? Do they tell you whether you're doing it right, you're doing it like your grandparents did, or you're wrong?
Oh my. You know what? I have to cook for them every day.
Yes.
Yes.
And what do they say?
Enjoy it.
They
God.
do. Yeah. And now, what do they like?
Ooh, they like simple. Like nam prit.
It's like the pace, because the pace for Thai people, pace is something that judge your skills.
Yes.
And when you say pace, it means getting all the herbs and the ingredients, put it in a mortar, smash it in the mortar, make it correct, and then when you serve it fresh, they dip on it with a vegetable and eat. Yeah. They will judge that are you a good cook or not.
Yeah.
It depends on this pace.
And we can get the paste at Thai Farm Kitchen
Very soon.
Yes.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Yes.
It's important that every few months we increase our menu and we adapt to it, because most of our cooks in the kitchen are people from around this area, are Thais who are around, but then a lot of them haven't really been doing real authentic Thai cooking.
So you're having to train them.
We have to train them. So step by step they will have to learn until they can do it consistently. Right. Then we move forward with the menu.
And how is that working? Because you are still trying to juggle a restaurant in New York. So how are you able to manage both and run both and get everyone where they need to be?
So Elizabeth will be managing the kitchen here and the staff. I myself, I manage to travel once a month to see my team in Brooklyn. But the team in Brooklyn, they've been there for almost 4 years, and most of them never left the restaurant. Yeah. So very good people, very reliable people, very consistent already. So that helps us very much to focus a lot here in Orlando.
Yeah. So I concentrate in Orlando, but sometimes I have to spot check with Brooklyn also. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about your plans for the future. We mentioned briefly, you already are starting to have this garden. I imagine you want that to get bigger as well.
If we can, we will try, because managing the time, what we want to do most is to be at the restaurant when our guests come. We want to greet them. We want to talk with them, sharing experience, listening to them. And that's what we want to do the most. So I try to do only what's necessary for the gardening and make sure it can sustain itself by itself. Where I need to be there, just only to check it a little bit, pick it up, and serve to my restaurant. So spending time with my staff and my my guests are the most important things, the top priority.
But you know what? Who take care of my garden? My parents.
Ah, nice. Yes. They enjoy that.
They enjoy it. We have a lemongrass. We have kaffir alarm leaf. We have basil. We have chili from back at my yard.
Lots and lots of fresh chili from Thailand.
Yes. Yes.
Which is important. That's a key ingredient. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you talked about your menu, and you do have plans to expand. Right now, though, it's primarily lunch and dinner.
Yes.
Monday. Are you open on Saturday?
Every day.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Okay. And do you have any special Thai desserts on the menu?
Mango sticky rice.
Which is hard right now.
Yes, but I found it. I found it. And the other one is pumpkin custard.
Oh.
That is very unique. Yes, it's made from coconut milk, egg, pumpkin, and we like smash it and steam it.
Okay.
Yes, it tastes very well.
What would you say is your most popular item at Thai Farm Kitchen?
Drunken noodle.
Oh, and what is that?
Drunken noodle is a flat noodle, which is everyone, we different than everyone because I use fresh flat noodle.
Okay.
Yes. So the taste is very fresh, and we put the fresh chili from my garden also. So the basil and garlic, we stir fry and serve fresh.
And do you guys make the noodles too?
No, but it's a recipe that we use.
Yeah.
We serve only the fresh ones.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have to make sure we source from the right place. Yes, and we have to taste it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because not every fresh noodles are good. So a good fresh noodle means it's going to be chewy and a bit sticky.
Yes.
But then also we are concerned with the preservatives as well, because we don't want preservatives in the food.
No.
We want it to be fresh and healthy.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
that
Thai
is-
noodle also, we use the fresh one also.
Yeah.
So when you try our noodles and you chew it, you will see the big difference from what you experience anywhere else.
You guys are making me very hungry right now.
Okay, let's go. After this, let's go.
that sounds
I
good.
want to tell you, our restaurant is not fine dining. We're different than other. We are fun dining.
Fun dining. Yes.
We serve our guests like they are our friend. They are our family that they come to our house.
Yeah.
So my food is from the friends served to the people that I love.
Which is kind of like College Park. It's a pretty casual, family-friendly community in Central Florida.
Yes.
So where can people find you online? Facebook, Instagram, what do you guys have going on?
Yes, you can find, use the keyword Thai Farm Kitchen Orlando.
Okay.
Okay, that is in our Instagram, in our Facebook, and you can also go to thaifarmkitchen.com to see our restaurants both in Brooklyn and here in College Park.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're gonna have to go menu soon.
To-go menus too. Okay, yeah.
Right now they come for pick up in my restaurant, but we're gonna launch for the
Deliveries.
delivery soon.
Who are you teaming up with to do that?
Well, we have DoorDash. We have Uber Eats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Good to know. Thank you guys so much for coming in and visiting with us on Florida Foodie. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Thai food is one of my favorite cuisines, so I can't wait to come and check you guys out and try some of the delicious things on your menu. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to welcome you soon.
Thank you for listening to Florida Foodie. We'd also like to thank our guests, Jess and Elizabeth Calvo. You can find their business online at thaifarmkitchen.com, and you can search Thai Farm Kitchen Orlando on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to follow Lisa Bell online. Search Lisa Bell News on Facebook and Instagram, or Lisa Bell News 6 on Twitter. You can also find Candace Campos on social media. She's on Twitter. Just search @CandaceNews6, and on Facebook, search Candace Campos News 6. Also, a big thank you to our technical producers, Derek Mosier and Ryan Haley, and our director, Bob Myers. I'm the show's producer, Thomas Mates. Please take the time to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or you can tell a friend about us. And you can find videos of all of our podcasts online at clickorlando.com/FloridaFoodie, and be sure to sign up for the Florida Foodie newsletter while you're there.